Here I have a Nintendo Wii, and it's not reading the CD when I insert it. If you look on the screen on the left-hand side, you should see it load automatically. If it's not, it's probably a LaserDisc issue, so I'll show you how to fix it.
Here we're going to open up this here device. It has some little sticky tape here, and then the screwdriver is it's a threesome triad, I guess. Is that what they call it? Okay, so I do have that bit. You know, I don't know why they make a whole bunch of different screws. Like, I don't think it really matters. Okay, so got it one. Alright. Then down here we have some small star screws that we can remove. So it looks like ATI is the manufacturer of this. I believe ATI is like some visual video audio board. I'm not sure. Okay. So with that off, you can see in here we have those two things go there. Right here we have that same triad. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then we have two screws at the top here. I'm using an ice cube tray to keep track of all the screws. Now there is a couple things under the feet, I believe. So, I believe it's underneath this foot here. So we'll remove this little guy. Let's pry him out. Not sure if there's more. We have this kind of sticker. Usually under stickers we yep. Okay. So
These are 2 stairs down here. And I think underneath here we'll have a screw. Maybe, maybe not. Nope. Interesting. There's a screw here as well. Again, this is the first time I opened... Oh, that's the memory. The battery. Huh, interesting, eh? Okay, nothing like that one. Okay, there's one underneath there, and there's one right here. So, and that one needs a long guy. Go down in. Yeah, that got it. And down in here. You can hear it make a sound. So, yeah, these just at the back too. They have those 2. So this Nintendo Wii, I think there was a story about the Nintendo Wii that there's a competition, I believe in America, that if you hold your pee you could win a Wii. And this mom drank like a couple liters of pop or something. And she ended up dying, basically, getting water intoxication. They get for holding their pee for so long. So, something good can be bad, like water, if you have too much of it anyways. Yeah, so, looks like it's opening. I do remember that story about the Nintendo Wii. Heard other stories about people like flinging their controller, like going out the window and such. But the modern ones, like the Xbox and that, they just use like hand motion sensing, I guess. Okay. Yep. So the top now seems to be able to slide off. There we go. So that's the top part. Then it has this metal frame. Not 100% sure how that comes off. Oh, there we go. It's just clipped on. Has these metal clips. Okay, there we go. And we can just actually see, you can barely see the laser head in there. And I'm just going to be using some isopropyl alcohol to clean the laser head. And we'll see if that will work. So on this going in on the angle there and cleaning that laser head. This may work, it may not. If that doesn't work, we can replace the whole laser disc chamber. I do have one. It looks like you just take out those screws right here, these 4 outer screws, and then this whole thing can come off.
But and sometimes there's like a adjustment pot on them.
But we'll leave it like that. Okay. I'm gonna put back the memory. We actually don't need to remove the memory, it looks like. I should have left that in. So I'm just gonna the 3.3 volts anyways. Alright. So I'm gonna leave the top off and I'm gonna just try it to see if it reads it now. So I've inserted the CD and it's not reading it at all. It's not even spinning. It can spin, but it's not reading.
So I believe this is the button for eject.
So we can put it in. Nothing. It's not doing anything. So I may have to replace this whole CD drive. So I'm going to disassemble this more because it's still not, like, either it's a bad motor or it just can't detect it at all. That could also be a reason. Anyway, some reason. I do have a replacement. So the worst case scenario, if I can't get this going, I can replace it with a working one. But I kind of want to get this to work so we don't fill up the landfill. So there is a power cable and a data cable here. There we go, we just disconnected that. So this is it. And then we can remove these screws, I presume, to get right at the laser. I don't know if this has screws that we can adjust, but you never know. Usually the older technology is more rugged and serviceable than the newer garbage that they put out there. It looks like it even has cable. Okay. Let's see if this thing can move. Yeah, it can move. And that's our laser. Okay. We'll see. This is the eject guy, so that motor probably works. Let's remove a couple strands of hair. Okay. I don't see any pots. I presume that these wires right here, these are the wires that go to the motor. And this. You never know, it could also be a bad chip, but usually I would say it would be a bad lens. Yeah. Anyway. There's a little matrix there. Interesting. I don't know what that does. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to disconnect this cable and reconnect it. Because you never know. Maybe it's just a bad connection. Sometimes if you I guess you could use an eraser or something. And sometimes things get corroded over time. That looks okay. Okay, so that's good. Okay, let's go back and forth. That's moving okay. Let's try to test out some of these components when we're here. You never know. Like these capacitors, we can find our ground. See if we have a common ground. This one looks like a common ground right here. Yeah. Yeah, there's a common ground right here. Yeah. And I'm just going on each of these little small capacitors. One side will be ground, and if both sides are shorted, then we can conclude I don't see any bad microchip. So I'm going to say that that's all okay. It's most definitely a bad laser. Okay, I'm just going to put it back together. If it doesn't work, I will swap out the laser disc. So, where's my screwdrivers? Okay. So let's put it back. Okay. There we go. Maybe it was a bad connection problem. Hopefully. We will see. Things do get jarred around sometimes, so it is possible. We'll know shortly. It's a little bit tricky getting this cable. Okay, this cable comes out. Interesting how they bundled up there, and then it kind of tucks down in there when you put it. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to test it out again. This time it is spinning, but it's not reading. So yeah, it's a bad laser, I bet. I'm just going to swap out with, I have another version down here, so I'm going to swap this one in here. This one immediately started spinning, and you can see that it has identified the game. So that's how to do it. It was a laser disc problem, and I just swapped it out. So installed a new one. Works great. Okay, yeah, it's working.
Thanks for watching this video. Hope it helped out. If you enjoy electronics or want to learn about how to fix electronics, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.